We are gathered here today to learn. I've been presented with a task to elaborate on the word of learning and present it with my own creativity. And today I will. I'd like to start my dialogue by telling you the definition of the word learn. Learning is to gain or acquire knowledge or a skill by study, by being taught, or by my personal favorite, experience. Now, I believe that life is an experience, and everything we do involves us learning, involves us evolving. Everything we experience basically teaches us what the next step in the experience is going to be. We are all just an accumulation of our experiences, of what we learn. We learn to walk, we learn to crawl, we learn to run, ride a bike, we learn to talk, we learn to listen, we learn to write, communicate, we learn to adapt and overcome in every situation. We learn not to touch the oven after touching it because it's way too hot. I was that kid. Now, today, right now, I'm going to put my learning cap on and we're going to get to today's lesson, because I am not going to stand here and dialogue you about learning. You're going to learn something today. Cap on. The world is a university, and everyone in it is a teacher. Make sure when you wake up in the morning, you go to school. This is a quote by Bishop T.D. Jakes. And I think what he's trying to tell us is every day in life we learn. It's like school. Everything you do is a learning experience. I bet you did not wake up today and think that you were going to learn about an M4 rifle, did you? You will learn today. Multiple parts go into this weapon. I'm going to disassemble it, pulling the lower receiver from the upper receiver. I'm going to take the buffer spring out of the lower receiver and pull it out. Disassemble the spring assembly, spring and buffer. Lower receiver. Buttstock is off. My upper receiver. Pull this charging handle back. Take the charging handle out, as well as the bolt carrier assembly. If you learn anything today, know that this bolt carrier assembly is the beating heart of your rifle. This is all you need. Disassemble it further. Take a few pieces out. Firing pin retaining spring. The firing pin, it is the mechanism that makes your bullets come out. After that, you continue to reassemble your bolt carrier, bolt retaining pin, and bolt. You have now effectively learned to disassemble an M4 rifle. The beauty, the majesty, smoke break. We must reassemble it properly to make it work again. Bolt carrier goes with the bolt. Bolt carrier pin. Back inside. Twist it firmly. Slap it out. Your beating heart goes back within its shell. Make sure it's nice and tight. Insert the firing pin retaining pin to hold down the firing pin. This way, your firing pin will hit every time, and every bullet that goes into your rifle comes out of the front. Gotta make sure it's in there nice and tight. Upper receiver, charging handle. Bolt. Inside. Listen for the click. Upper receiver is set. Lower receiver. Buffer and spring. Check. Back inside. Check. Smoke break. Back to business. Buttstock goes on. Receiver back in place. Click your pins back in. You've effectively reassembled an M4 rifle. Listen for the click. Pull the trigger. Click. Keep the trigger held down. Pull it back. Release. Listen for the click. Pull the trigger again. Place the weapon on safe. Make sure no click happens. Perfect. Your rifle now functions properly. You're ready to fight terrorism. Now, I'd like to finish this off by saying one thing. The road of life twists and turns, and no two directions are ever the same. Yet, our lessons, they come from the journey. The things we learn, they come from our quest, not the destination. Thank you.